The Department of Government Efficiency. Guys, I had a couple of concerns when I first heard it, but I was like, you know what? I think it's going to be a great idea if we're able to kind of cut spending, specifically in places where, we're overspending, let's say. But yeah, Elon Musk is going to be running it. Okay, great. What would stop him, let's say, from specifically doing things in his own best interest? I get it. He's super rich. He's one of the richest reported people, let's say, on Earth, guys, right? In fact, right? What does he care about money, let's say? But my main concern is that there could be some like legitimate conflict of interests at times. And I think other people are also kind of coming up with that as the time is progressing. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. Let's see where this takes us, guys. Trump dismisses concerns about Elon Musk. Country before company. Bro, I hope. I'm going to be honest. This is a suggestion via Discord, guys.
When we look at $36 trillion that we are currently in debt, it's undeniable that this is unsustainable. There's never been a better time than now with the tools that we have, with AI, with business intelligence, analytic tools, for us to really do a deep dive and an analysis and use taxpayer dollars wisely.
So that is just one of many Americans reportedly vying for a volunteer position with Doge. Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk want folks to work 80 hours a week for free, and many people are apparently willing to do it. Todd Pyro and Tyrus are here. Todd, what's different is just a few years ago, you had engineers from Google's DeepMind saying, I won't work for I won't work on this project for the Pentagon because they didn't believe America was a good country. This is all of a sudden a very different thing.
Well, it's definitely a Trump sea change, but I also think it underscores the magnitude of this moment, because I think most Americans see that we have an opportunity for transformative change. And much like our country transformed following World War II, maybe they didn't necessarily know it at the time when it was about to go on, but people view this as their opportunity to do real government service. And yes, you're going to work incredibly hard, but you know what? My grandfather, who had a 4-year vacation in Europe, he worked pretty hard while he was there as well and didn't get paid a lot for it either. So this is a great...
I would not call that a 4-year vacation. I see what you did there, though.
Opportunity to help our nation.
Here's a killer quote. This guy's, his name is James Tagg, T-A-G-G. He's 26 years old. He's an electrical infrastructure manufacturing company employee, right? He says, I'm fervently prepared to invest countless days and sleepless nights to realize this vision. I believe America can achieve its full potential with Doge leading the charge. To rub shoulders with the people inside their orbit is absolutely priceless.
Guys, I like the idea. Again, I want to point out, I love the idea of a program such as this. And I'm guessing, I mean, if they're not going to be paying anyone for this, then everyone, for the most part, will be volunteering their time. That means that the people that are entering into this just do not need any type of money, which honestly would probably weed out the people who would be doing things exclusively for their own financial gain. Again, I don't pre-watch videos, so this kind of goes back to my initial theory here. He is rich enough to just not care about money. And it seems like if he's also now looking for people that also, or at least similar, right, in the same similar situation, to be heading the charge here, then I think that's actually a great idea. But we also should be looking to bust up some of the monopolies, guys. I know we don't want to hear these, we don't want to have these conversations, but the problem here is that, guys, if you really want to fix this country, which I do think that America spoke this year, right? We are looking to change. We're not looking to, allow the establishment to continue to run things in the way that they have been into the ground, right? We're looking for massive amounts of change here, guys. And I do think that if we can bust up some of these monopolies, specifically the Visa and MasterCard monopolies, that'll be absolutely amazing. That may sound terrible, but it may sound great. Think about, if you do have one of these credit cards, what has the interest rate gone up to? Okay, we have an issue, and a lot of our consumer debt is manufactured with 28 to 30% interest rates on credit cards, guys. All right, that is completely manufactured. But let's continue.
I wonder how many people are thinking that way.
Well, you're going to be doing a lot of networking, because once the job is done, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. I'm excited about this. We talked about this on the 5 a little bit yesterday, but I'm excited about seeing people who are willing to give service to their country. Also, the other side of it is the opposition will give voters a good look at who is really for them that they're putting in office and who is not for them. So the special interests and all the other stuff, the ridiculous spending we've seen, the people who fight it hard on us, you gotta have to be able to explain it. The other side of it is after their service is done with Doge, I'm hoping that these are the individuals that then run for office, because people who seek office for service and change and not money are the type of people that I want to vote for.
Or even if they start good companies,
Yes.
like innovators. And talking about innovators,
To a certain extent.
Elon Musk is certainly one of them. And President Trump told Time magazine he's not worried about conflicts of interest, saying this: I think that Elon Musk puts the country long before his company. He's in a lot of companies, but he really is, and I've seen it, he considers this to be his most important project, and he wanted to do it. And I think he's one of the very few people that would have the credibility to do it, but he puts the country before, and I've seen it before he puts his company. That's obviously a transcribed sentence there for Trump saying he's not worried about a conflict of interest.
Yeah, also, I think you don't have to look too much further than X or Twitter or whatever it is. He took a real haircut on that, and he did it because he really believed in free speech. And
All right, so guys, I'm pretty much well versed in corporate movings. Let's say I'm a head of a corporation, and so he didn't really take much of a haircut. That was a strategic move to obviously cover income from another company. Basically, what that was, guys. He just shifted that money elsewhere. It was for tax purposes. If you look deep enough into it, it was exclusively due to that. He did not lose much income at all, guys. In fact, he gained.
he's not making much money off of that. If anything, he's taking a huge loss. The one thing I would just
On
be
paper,
cautious
he
of,
lost.
let's watch what the DOJ does. I think this is an opportunity for Twitter, for Musk, for X, for Trump to all say, we're not going to put our hands on the scales of justice. DOJ has a lot of matters with Elon Musk. Let's see them through without tipping the
Musk
scales.
has become an American culture figure
we're-
in a significant way
I'm-
based on what he has accomplished. Go.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm taking crazy pills or not. They are all working at the pleasure of President Donald Trump. He's not Biden, who doesn't fire anyone.
Right.
If Doge is not doing
And
what
they're
they're
working for
supposed to do, Elon Musk, it doesn't matter who it is, they will get fired and replaced, because President Trump is not afraid to make a change if things aren't going his way. So they're not going to have it their way. It will be the President of the United States will pull the trigger if it's not getting done to the expectations which they set.
Okay.
I'm really anxious to see what they accomplish. Like, what can they really get done?
We'll see.
And how much buy-in would you get? So, nice to see you. Have a good
Likewise, sir.
weekend.
You as well.
See on
Have a
Get
great
Fed later.
weekend. Enjoy those girls this time of year.
All right, guys. So definitely a couple of really good points here were made. The American people will definitely see exactly who is against the interests of the American people, and more so for the interest of the corporation, large scale at least, guys. Okay, they will definitely see. Whenever you start to see people pushing against things that actually are negatively affecting them, specifically like healthcare oriented, I look at these individuals weird, and a lot of this just comes from the fact that I lived in multiple places, right, in multiple continents. I experience healthcare differently, guys, we are too rich to have people who are losing their lives for the most part because they can't get into get some type of health care, guys. I mean, that's just a crazy thing in the world. This has nothing to do with this instance here, but I do hope that that specifically Doge does cut government spending in like large ways. We're very wasteful. It's going to be rough though. Okay. I can definitely tell you based off of this, and if we start actually enacting some of these hardcore tariffs, guys, it's going to be very rough. If you look at what people are doing, like the billionaires, they're starting to sell off some of their shares in companies so they can get some type of liquidity, and they can utilize this liquidity to purchase up what everyone is basically losing, right? Assets are going to go through the roof because they're going to buy everything up in this time. It's almost like a manufactured depression, but is what I can pretty much forecast the economy is going to be going through for a little while. You thought it was bad, now it's about to be bad, about to be worse. But generally, there's always a storm, let's say, before things get actually better. And I do think that that is what is needed for this country. My wife is from Europe, and she says that Americans just have never suffered, specifically in this time period. And we regularly have conversations kind of about what needs to happen. We have to experience something for things to get better. I think I agree with her on that instance there, guys. Things are going to get worse. I think, I mean, even Elon Musk said that, things are going to get very dicey. Let's say if he is able to actually cut 20, 30% off of the, the actual spending, things make it troubling, interesting, let's say. But if we can utilize some of that money to actually benefit the American people large scale, that'll be absolutely amazing. But I do think that we also need to go further than just, slashing the budget, bro. We need to bust up a good amount of these monopolies. Big Pharma needs to go, bro. I understand we are definitely, in fact, innovating in things like that, guys, but there's no way why one thing in the United States of America costs 1,000 times more than it does 20 feet across the northern border, guys. It's a little weird. They're taking advantage of us. A lot of these countries are in fact taking advantage of us. We should no longer want to or strive to be the world's police, okay? Because we're allowing all of these other countries to basically grow while we have to keep our military budget as high as humanly possible. Even if we were to shave 30, 40% off of our military spending budget, we'll still be the number one in the world, guys, okay? Just that in itself. This year, people voted for change, and I'm glad that we may actually be looking to experience some of it, because we definitely, in fact, need to experience some of it. All right. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe.
This is my lightsaber. Hey guys, you guys subscribe to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Oh, also, Mr. L. Boyd Discusses. Guys, check it out. And if you haven't heard it today, you're amazing.